Well, hello there guys, I am Agrippa Maxenius and I am showcasing an awesome new game called Heroes of Normandy. Now actually, Heroes of Normandy is based off a very popular board game of the same title, and it is just amazing. I want to go ahead and show you guys a nice quick little battle here, a little bit of gameplay, so you guys can get an idea of what the game is about. So straight off the map here, guys, check this out. Look, we can actually do any number of different missions. I suggest everybody learn the basics of the tutorial, but you could do the campaign as either the USA or Germany. You could create your very own mission in the skirmish map, play some multiplayer against your friends, and do even buying some US war bonds if you'd like. Let's go ahead. We're going to jump into the campaign, and I'm going to be playing as the evil Deutsche. Of course, you can also play the Commonwealth campaign as the British, but I want to play the German campaign, and I'll give you an idea when you play Heroes of Normandy. So here we are the Axis of Evil. Field Marshal Heinrich von Kampf has been ordered to slowly retreat from Normandy, but his hunger for blood and death makes him do the opposite, resist and try to inflict as much damage as possible. The enemy is on two sides, the French resistance in the countryside and the U.S. Army advancing on the beachheads. He has decided to deal first with those pesky Bohemian wine drinkers and take on the bigger threat, the Yanks. I love the writing in this game, and of course, To the Last Fritz, what a hilarious campaign name. We're going to jump in here, guys, and in campaign mode, we can start or continue with the chosen campaign. There are 6 missions per campaign, and this one's called Little House on the Prairie. We needed to get into a village and destroy the Allied troops stationed in it. We're going to go ahead and go through this. You guys can read it at your own accord. I will be clearly playing as either von Kampf or Hans Gruber. I believe I am Hans Gruber. And jumping into our battle here. And I can't wait to see what we're dealing with. Okay, so our primary objective is to kill the enemy fire support of a bazooka. We've also got some targets here in the buildings. A bunch of enemy fire support, a bunch of bazookas that we have to kill. As you can see, there's also some farmers there, and that's quite funny. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and proceed. And we get to start first, I do believe. Now, we have to assign orders to our troops. So one thing I'm going to do, I want to take this particular tank, and as you can see, the game does a great job at giving you specifics on everything about the unit, how much armor it has, the type of things it can do, suppressive fire, destruction. For instance, these tanks can fire on actual buildings, and it also gives a little bit of historical data, which I find very interesting there. So we're going to go ahead, and we're going to, yes, we want to assign our order, just for goodness sakes. Alright guys, so now we're actually going to be moving our troops against the dastardly Americans. Now this may not be the best idea. I'm very new to the game, but I'm going to move our unit here, Hauser, and this is a movement ability. I don't believe we can open fire, but I'll certainly try. Right now I think all we can do is stay put and essentially wait for the enemy to do something. Now, we've got to take a look at our second unit here. Actually, we'll take the adjacent, your active unit, Sorry, game, and go ahead and let me actually undo that move. Try to think this out a little bit better. If we can get here inside the hedges, I prefer to do that. So let's do that for our first turn, and we'll hit proceed. Okay, the half-track is moving. Now, this is the Allied half-track, and they are actually going to fire some suppressive fire at our MG42. Oh, 2 hits. That's bad. Sadly, we're taking 2 hits there, and as you can see, the entire game is focused on dice rolls, essentially. Now, right now, that half-track got completely out of the way. I definitely want to move this tank up and see if I can't get a hit on the half-track, but I just don't know if this is going to be good enough. I'm going to try, and I'm going to go ahead and, yep, I got to choose vehicle direction. I'd like to move it that way, but I don't know if we can actually see over this hedge. I don't think we can. Let's go ahead. We've chosen the vehicle direction, and we will click the vehicle to confirm. Okay, awesome, guys. I'm hoping that our Panther here will know what to do. Actually, this is just a Panzer IV. Let's go ahead and proceed. Bazooka ambush. Oh my goodness. All right, it's now active. It can move and/or fire assault. So I guess we're going to open fire on what looks like a cow. I think. I don't think that's a good idea. Let's maybe just move up. Let's cancel that order. Funny idea, but then again, maybe the cow is an enemy. Let's go ahead and open fire on it anyway. We'll get some target practice. So we're going to go ahead and proceed with this move, even though I don't ever recommend anyone doing this. We're going to hit the dice. Opening fire on the Choupet. And it's dead. One dead cow. Good moving, guys. And it looks like we may still be able to move after the end of the unit. Maybe not. Yeah, we're going to have to proceed. You can either move or shoot during a turn. And here comes the Sherman. This is not good. They're rolling a 4. Really trying to wipe out that unit. And it looks like they get a second shot with their cannons. They have, don't forget, not just a machine gun, but a cannon as well. And it looks like we got lucky there. They've just managed to miss us. Now, I'm going to go ahead. We are way out of location to fire. But I'm guessing if we get close here, right outside where the enemy is, perhaps, just perhaps, we can do something about them. Now, this is the beautiful nature of the game. It is based off a board game, like I said. So you can see here, a lot of things look board game-ish. We're going to go and definitely open fire with our MG42 and hopefully take this unit in the building out. Now, remember, this would be one of the main enemies we're trying to take. I'm actually going to set up the MG42. This is going to make it more effective, just like a real machine gun, basically. And this way, when we fire... Oh, we can move 3 more units. Oh, okay. We'll see. This is cool. I just learned something. Now, I do want to open fire with the tank for sure. So... let's make sure that he's actually shooting. Alright, so I'm going to select fire. I believe he will do the regular fire. I hope this is working. Before, we always needed to draw something towards it. We can't fire here in the supply phase. Aha! Alright, fair enough. I think we're not going to cancel the supply phase just because we'll move our units up more. I'm leaving that tank there. I don't want to move him anymore. And let's see what else we can move. Can we move this guy up? No, we probably don't want to. What about this MG42? Doesn't look like we can really move anyone else. We've got this Panzerschreck unit, but all he can really do is get near cows. And I'm going to move him up. He's of no use here, although I don't like having him out in the open. And let's go ahead and proceed with the turn. 2 more units. No, we want to go ahead and move the rest. I mean, why would we waste units, right? So we'll move this guy up, and this guy I'm going to move in the hedges. He's our recon unit. I'm not really sure what recon does in this game because there is no fog of war in a board game, obviously. So in this, there is no fog of war. And yes, we're going to go ahead and press OK and see what the enemy does. Here we go. Also, if you guys see those little packages, oh my goodness, it's a partisan. I didn't expect that at all. Here we go. Those ammo boxes are actually worth stuff, so if we could grab one, we'd be in a very, very good situation. Alright, we've got 4 orders to assign, plus 1 bluff order. Interesting. Let's take a look here. I actually don't mind autoing the orders. What can I say? I'm a bit lazy when it comes to this. Now, this doesn't auto my movement orders. This really just autos my setup structure. And it looks like the half-track is going to fire on my MG, and they're going to miss completely. As you can see, I love how you can see the shell casings behind the vehicles. I'm really hoping we can ambush the enemy this turn, but only time will tell. So let's go ahead. We're going to get over here. No? Should be able to attack. Ah, we're using Hauser right now. Okay, well, I don't know how Hauser is going to do against a half-track. I'm not sure if I really want to test out that theory. 27% chance of assault? I don't think so. What about here? Let's try the building. 39% chance. I'm going to take the risk, guys. Hauser, of course, an officer going in. Boom! And this is one of our main heroes, really, so we don't want to lose him. 3, 1... Oh, the enemy's going to get us. Support's going to get Hauser. Oh, unit reduced to weaker side. And, of course, the unit will flip once it's in the weaker side, unfortunately. And our unit definitely flipped there. So that's pretty unfortunate, but it happens to the best of us. And we're going to go ahead and proceed here. We can still attack these other units. And, of course, this unit I'm suspicious of. So we're going to have to open fire on these fellows here. Sorry, guys, but I just don't trust you. And we're going to have to take you out. Now, we're going to assault this unit. And it looks like just a humble farmer, but he does have a rifle in his hand. Etienne. So I don't trust him. Let's go ahead and roll. 2. Ugh. 3-3. I don't even know if this does anything, but we did just launch a massive attack on him, and yes, we eliminated the poor farmer from battle. If that is what he was, of course. I'm still not entirely sure. Number 2 is now active, so we can actually open fire with our recon, I believe. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We've activated the unit. Sherman is going to fire, of course. I really want to try and get a shot on that Sherman before the end of this. Oh, yeah, I expected that to happen to a unit out in the open. Probably shouldn't have kept them there. And as you can see, the Sherman gets 2 shots, and it's moved our unit to its weaker side. Now I can actually, with my fire team apparently, I can try to attack this position. And I do think I'm going to try to assault it. If we take this building, obviously it'd be a pretty important area. Only 39% chance, though, of a win. This is not favoring us. We need to get high rolls. 3-3, 3-1. Attack inconclusive. Yeah. Doesn't look like really anybody's going to take much damage, but I do believe we're in the building now. Number 3 is active. And we could proceed. Okay, it's finished its actions. We've obviously got another machine gun unit now, and this unit is set up, and now that we have no units in the enemy units in the buildings, it's sort of redundant. It can't really do much here. So we'll go ahead, we'll proceed. And we've got our recon unit. Now with our recon unit, I'm definitely going to have to open fire on the enemy. I have to. We have no choice. Let's go ahead and cannot fire. That's right. This is the supply phase. Damn it. Yes. Germain moves. The cow is just kind of moving around randomly. Alright, this is the turn for the enemy, I believe. I'm going to go ahead, like I said. I always auto this part. We'll proceed. And everybody has an order, essentially. Now, Hauser could go ahead, and I'm going to actually have him assist this unit in the assault before we end here. Now, of course, you can do all sorts of different things. This is probably not the greatest idea, but I'm just kind of trying to show you guys some cool gameplay. And we'll see how it goes. Yes, we did actually reduce the unit to the weaker side and move them out of the building. So we have taken control of that. That's not bad at all. And now we're going to have to go ahead and, of course, proceed. I believe we proceed. It'd be great if we got one more shot. I wish that we didn't bluff. That's why it's better to take control, because we're bluffing with this unit, so we're not even attacking with it. The half-track's going to move, and we already know this half-track is great for getting hits. So let's see who he's going to fire at. MG42. 1. That's going to miss completely. Again, dice rolls count for a lot. 1 is not going to hit us at all. But I would like to shoot with this unit. Anyway, guys, if I don't stop playing, I will keep on playing this game forever. If you did enjoy this particular video, do let me know. And, of course, we will try to pump out more of these videos. I really do enjoy the game. I think I still have a lot to learn. But it is quite fun. We do have apparently a rifle unit. And I wonder why I can target them, but can't target this. Well, I guess it's a Stuart. That makes sense. Very well. We'll kill the cow to end the turn. And actually, we seem to get perfect rolls whenever we attack totally useless creatures. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this first look at Heroes of Normandy. Of course, the game has so much more to offer than just this, but I think it's beautifully drawn. The characters are beautifully modeled. It really feels like you're playing with a miniature board game, and you've painted these amazing models. And I don't know how this battle would end up, but I do believe that once we get this tank unit out of here, and maybe even this tank unit, this Panzer, we probably would have been able to do quite a lot of damage to the enemy. So I hope you guys did enjoy that. As you can see, this is our MG42. We'll move him up, but really not much we can do with our Panzer now anyway. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Have a great day, and pick up Heroes of Normandy.